let's talk about this. This is an interesting story from this week. It involves Chris Jericho and Impact Wrestling, two entities, two products that we never thought would really cross paths. But given AEW's relationship with Impact, maybe that was down the pipe. Maybe that was in the works. According to Jericho, it's never going to happen. So Chris Jericho said in a recent interview about Impact and AEW's relationship and about him potentially one day showing up on Impact, quote, Chris Jericho will never go to Nashville and work in an empty studio in front of somebody. There's no reason for me to do that. If those guys came over to invade, who are they going to bring? And this gets to the point. Like the question was about, a potential Impact invasion of AEW and what that would look like. And Jericho essentially shot it down and said that wouldn't work because AEW, it wouldn't really benefit AEW to do so. It would only benefit Impact. And he makes I think a good point about this. About AEW and Impact's relationship in a whole, and who it benefits and who it doesn't. So Trevor, what do you make of his comments about him saying he won't go to Impact and about him saying that the invasion wouldn't really help AEW, and at this point Impact's just kind of getting clout from AEW?
Honestly, I do agree. You hear me now? You hear me?
Yeah.
I do agree that it's more beneficial to Impact than it is AEW. Let's just be honest. Who really does Impact have? You can only name maybe 5 people worth seeing in a AEW ring. But it's the idea of it is fun. It's whimsical. Mm-hmm. It's entertaining. We had a great title match with Kenny Omega, and Rich Swann. It was a great match, but and we've said before, Rich kind of gassed out, and Kenny had to carry the rest of the match, but it was a great match nonetheless. Tessa Blanchard gone, a lot of good talent that was gone. They don't have anyone that don't have too many people that anyone would really want to see in an AEW ring.
Yeah, they don't have that big draw that Chris Jericho would be or Kenny Omega would be or in NXT or WWE Roman Reigns, Daniel Bryan. They don't have the guy or the girl that's gonna bring eyes to the product necessarily.
Right. Exactly, and that's the issue. And as much as as much as we said last week, it's good for wrestling. It is. Interpromotional matches like this whole so-called invasion is great. But the only people that benefit from it are Impact Wrestling.
Yeah, I think it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that Impact probably needs AEW more than AEW needs Impact.
Right.
I think in part this relationship between Impact and AEW kind of came about because of Kenny Omega's ties with Don Callis. And also, I think, just because of the idea of Kenny Omega potentially being the belt collector, that whole gimmick. I think that kind of was the emphasis point for this relationship in the first place. And I think it's kind of played its course until Omega eventually loses the belt, of course. But I don't think we're going to see an invasion. I think Jericho's pretty much on the point right there. He's on the ball. Impact is only getting helped, and I think we're going to cover how much they were actually helped because their pay-per-view numbers were really good for the Kenny Omega match at Rebellion. So, again, they were helped out more, and that's good. That's fine. I think for AEW, it was, let's make Kenny Omega a bigger star, saying that he went to this company and he took over basically on day one and he won the belt. It'll add to his kind of gimmick. It'll add to his legend, his aura, his character. So that's what I think it was about for AEW. And, maybe there was also some goodwill of helping wrestling overall, because I think if Impact gets more viewers, then AEW is going to do better. Everyone's going to do better. That's it's a very simple thing. The whole WWE mentality of crushing all competition, like it's not a healthy one, because at the end of the day, you want the entire business to succeed. You want it to thrive. So there's going to be a well of talent, a well of wrestlers, a well of the industry to
Right.
draw from. Like that's what we're talking about when we're saying that, this is good for wrestling. So again, like he's right. I don't necessarily want to see an Impact invasion, because they just did that with like GFW like 3 years ago or whatever. And
Yeah.
no, I only know of it because like I watched a clip or two of GFW. Yeah, God help my soul. But I think that the invasion's not going to happen. If there was to be an invasion, I think the obvious choice for that would be New Japan. I think a
Yeah.
New Japan invasion of AEW would help them. It would help New Japan. It would help. That would be a mutually beneficial relationship, if anything. Jericho's been to New Japan. He works like he's worked with Naito. He's worked with Omega. Obviously, a bunch of people from over there. So that could be potentially down the pike when conditions are better, when COVID is more taken care of in those countries. So look for that. But Impact, no. Impact, that's not going to happen. Like I think, like I said, the Impact deal with AEW, I think, has kind of played its course, and Impact is going to be on their own. Might they do a bit of a talent exchange, like with the lesser known talents? Maybe that could be in down the pike. But again, I don't see an Impact invasion even benefiting Impact at that point, because it's just going to be like they're going to get squashed, because
Yeah.
they're going to get squashed.
Matt Cardona and who else?
It's like well, he's if anyone's used to getting squashed, it's definitely Matt Cardona.
Too soon.
Not soon enough. What do you mean? Not soon enough. Um, no, but see, here's the thing. Like, they really like Rich Swann was the love Rich Swann, Baltimore native, love him, neighbor growing up. But Rich Swann was the world champion. Like the days of Christian Cage, Kurt Angle, Samoa Joe are over. Well, Samoa Joe might be going back. We don't know about that yet, but Impact likes to. Yeah, they like to tease a lot of stuff though. But the days of these big world champions in Impact, it's kind of over.
Yeah.
So hopefully they can use the momentum they've built up. They got big Cass now, Cass XL, W Morrissey, whatever he's being called now. So I think that might bring them a little bit of attention. So again, it's up to them. Hopefully they succeed. Praying for Impact. Hopefully they're able to get fans back in at some point. They're maybe figure something out like that, because that always helps the product. We saw WrestleMania did better. AEW Dynamite has been so much better when they have fans, like infinitely better. So hopefully they can get to a point where they have that.
I mean, they've been on the chopping block for a while though, unfortunately, but they just barely been holding on. So.
Hey man, look. One thing. Look, there are three positives. There are three guarantees in life: death, taxes, and Impact Wrestling never dying. Like, oh my, Impact. They literally have a pay-per-view called Hard to Kill.
Yeah, they do.
Like think about it.
They're literally the cockroach of wrestling. Like you can't kill them.
Yeah, much like X-Pac. Just they won't go away. But hey, kudos to them, man. Like, look, we've seen ECW lose their TV deal and die. We've seen WCW lose their TV deal and die. We've seen Impact lose TV deals 4 times in the past 6 years, and they are still alive. They are on Twitch. I don't know where this money is coming from. I don't know like who. Look. People, this just proves how much people care about wrestling. like for Impact Wrestling to never die at this point, it proves to you how much some people just love wrestling. So God bless them. I really hope Impact the best. Thanks for watching this video from Real Take Sports Talk. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. Also remember to check out our live show every single Thursday at 8 p.m. right here on the YouTube channel. And remember, keep it real.